My name's Elizabeth Hill, and I was thrown from my horse in 2018, and the horse stepped on my ribs and broke my ribs, and I ended up with a punctured lung. Yeah, so what happened was I was shutting a gate off my young horse, and I think some ruse must have given him a fright, and he's jumped sideways. And then I was dragged for a bit, and then he stepped on my ribs, and I was really winded and couldn't catch my breath. And anyway, finally I caught my breath and thought I was going to be okay. Like, it's pretty in a lot of pain. And then I tried to get back on my horse, but I couldn't. It was just too painful. So started to go home, and then driving home with my husband on the buggy, and I just felt the air rush out of my nose, and I couldn't breathe basically. So thought I was going to die then. And I was trying to catch my breath, trying to get my husband to ring for the ambulance, and thought I was in a bit of trouble then. Trying to speak to the lady from 000, and she was like, "Oh, were you knocked out?" I'm like, "No, I wasn't unconscious, I just can't breathe." And I was able to start to catch my breath, but I was a bit frightened then that it was going to happen again. And anyway, I just kept saying, "I just can't breathe, I just can't breathe." So she said, "Okay, we're sending the helicopter straight away." I'm like, "Okay, great," because I know that doesn't always happen, but still 40 minutes away, and that's a long time not to be able to breathe. So I'm 2 hours northwest of Rockhampton. We do have an ambulance station at Marlborough. And the ambulance, I suppose they took about 40 minutes to get there, or maybe half an hour, I'm not sure. But and then the helicopter turned up about 15 minutes after they arrived. Anyway, they assured me that it would be okay, and they were there now, so just take me in. So I was really grateful that they were sent straight away. And a trip in the road ambulance wouldn't have been nice on our road. It's very bumpy and broken ribs. That was in quite a bit of pain. So I got to the A&E at Rocky, and they did a chest x-ray and said that I had fractured ribs and a punctured lung. So I'm the treasurer of our local Camp Draft Association, and I know that the rescue helicopters make a real difference to people's lives where we live. And so we donate as much money as we can every year. But definitely makes a huge difference in people's lives in rural and remote Australia. People can make a real difference to support rural and remote people by donating to keep the helicopters helping us.